There are a ton of books out there on good preaching, but are there any books out there on good listening when it comes to sermons? Well, I know of one. I'm Bryan Catherman with SaltyBeliever.com, and I am recommending this little booklet, Listen Up, a practical guide to listening to sermons by Christopher Ash. This was put out by the Good Book Company. It was first published in 2009, and I mean it when I say booklet. It is 31 pages, and these pages have little graphics and little factoid boxes and things. This book is an outstanding resource. So much so that Mark Dever says we give Listen Up to all of our new members, which is an outstanding idea. It's fantastic. The premise behind the book comes from Luke 8:18, which says, consider carefully how you listen. The book is filled with scriptural support and warrant for basically the 7 ingredients for healthy sermon listening. And so Ash goes through some very simple things. He provides really good illustrations. Here's Adam who functions one way, and here's Beth, and then here's so-and-so this way and so-and-so that way, and then explains biblically some important aspects of listening to the sermon, checking that the preacher is preaching well, making sure it lines up with the Bible, how we hear it, why the gathering of the saints are so important. And then in the end, back here in the back, he has another little additional section that says, let me see if I can find this, how to listen to bad sermons. Basically saying, okay, what if the sermon or the preacher is dull? What can you do? What should you do? How to listen to biblically inadequate sermons, and then how to listen to a heretical sermon. And probably the really helpful thing there is, what is a heretical sermon and what is a heretical sermon not? How do we need to come to understand that? This book is very, very well done, and I'd highly recommend it to anybody who sits and listens to sermons, which I hope is everybody. I also would recommend it to anybody who preaches sermons. If you preach sermons, you should hope that the people listening to your sermons have listened to this, not because they'll be more attentive listeners, which I believe they will be, but they will hold you more accountable. You will do a better job holding to Scripture rightly, preaching well. This will help improve your preaching if you're a preacher. And if you're sitting in the pew listening, this will help you get the most out of the preached word so that you can grow. I highly recommend this book, Listen Up, a practical guide to listening to sermons by Christopher Ash. It's very, very affordable, and it's accessible anywhere you get your favorite books.